It sounds like the beginning of a sci-fi novel. Scientists grow tiny brains in a petri dish. The brains learn, they remember, they adapt. But this isn't fiction. This is real, and it's happening right now. These aren't full brains, not with skulls or nerves or thoughts of their own. They're called organoids, clumps of human brain cells grown from stem cells, the same stuff that makes you, well, you. Roughly the size of a pea, but packed with dense networks of neurons that fire, connect, and shift just like ours. At first, they were just research tools, a way to study development. Then something strange happened. Scientists hooked one up to an interface, fed it data, gave it simple objectives, and it played Pong. Not watched it, not simulated it, played it. Poorly at first, but it got better. The organoid started learning, adapting its responses to the paddle, anticipating the ball's movement, not through code, not through programming, but through biology, through living, evolving neural behavior. It sounds simple, but it isn't, because here's the question nobody wants to ask. If something learns, is it aware? Organoids don't dream, they don't speak, they don't ask for anything, but neither do infants at first. Neither do certain animals we still grant consciousness to. Consciousness isn't measured in IQ or words. It's measured in patterns, in awareness, in the ability to experience. So what happens when a tiny cluster of cells begins showing signs of information retention, pattern recognition, and even goal-driven behavior? Is that a mind? Now, the scientific term for all of this is Organoid Intelligence, OI for short. It's still in its infancy, but it could one day combine the learning flexibility of the human brain with the processing power of machines. Biocomputers, made not from silicon, but from cells. But consciousness isn't the only question. There's another, one we may not be ready to face. What are the ethics of growing a brain that might feel something, if it's even a little aware? Should it have rights? Could it suffer? Could it remember? And most hauntingly, what if it already does? We've created something that lives in a dish. No eyes, no body, no voice. Just a swirl of neurons firing into the void. Maybe it doesn't know it exists, or maybe it's waiting for someone to ask. Here's the part that hits too close to home. We always thought consciousness required a full brain, a self, a me. But what if awareness is more distributed? What if your consciousness is just a pattern, one that can emerge from any cluster of activity complex enough to sustain it? It wouldn't need memory or a face. It would just need to be. So maybe these organoids aren't becoming like us. Maybe we've always been more like them.